So this is what we're going to be making today. It is a little star made out of paper, scrap paper in fact, and I grew up calling them German stars, but I'm not sure there actually are, but regardless, they're pretty. We hope you'll enjoy this tutorial. So I am going to show you how I learned to make a little German star when I was a child. There are plenty of instructions on the internet, but here is our video. So first you take a long piece of paper and you fold it so that you have a long strip that looks something like this. Then you cut that strip into 4 pieces so that you get, again, 4 long strips. It looks something like this. And then the other thing you do is you might want to cut them into points on the end. So you have these 4 long strips and then you put points on the end. And that just helps you later. It's not absolutely mandatory. Next, what you want to do is you want to fold these nice long strips in half. So what you do is you fold them lengthwise all the way like this. So you have a folded little strip, and you're going to do that with all 4. Now you can do this with wrapping paper. You can do this with, old, used paper, like scrap paper that you find. It really doesn't matter, but what you want to make sure they're pretty long. Longer than this would be ideal. So now you have 4 folded strips. And what we're going to do now is we're going to arrange them in such a way that you can make a star. So first off, we're going to arrange them like this. So one's pointed this way, one's pointed that way. Then we're going to weave the other 2 pieces through. So you're going to take them just like you would chopsticks, and you're going to eat the open part and then thread them through the closed part. Again, just like chopsticks, you're going to have them surround the open part and thread them through this closed part. And you know you're successful when, as you tighten it little by little, just pull on these pointy sides. Pull on the pointy sides little by little, all around. Pull, 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 little by little. And look, you can see what's happening. They're all woven together. Ta-da! So now, once you have this, what you want to do is you also want to fold things over. So we have to do a little, what's called a basket weave. So you're going to fold down. It doesn't really matter what direction you do this in. Down, down. And then on the last fold, you're going to thread it through. The goal is to have, is to have these 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces that are coming out of your basket weave. Okay? So now what you want to do is you can turn it over, you can turn it back, it doesn't really matter. What you're looking for is that whatever one you start with, you want to see a little pocket that you can put something through. And that doesn't make much sense right now, but it will in a moment. So what you're going to do is you're going to take one of these pointy pieces of paper and you're going to make a little house. What do I mean by that? Well, you're going to fold back, and you can see that's half of the roof. And then you're going to fold forward. And again, you're making a little triangle. And now look, you have a little house. Just made a little house. Okay? Now this little house is important because it's going to allow you to make the star that we'll show you. So what you also need to do is you don't need a full house. You just need to fold your house in half. So you're going to fold your house in half like this. Now you're going to, now this is the part where some folks, it gets a little tricky for some folks, but just be patient and you can pause this video and rewind until you get it. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up your little house. You're going to hold the pointy thing like this, and then you're going to flip it through and put it through that little loop I was telling you about before, and pull it all the way down. So if you didn't quite understand how that happened or how we made that, don't worry, because we're about to do it 8 more times. So again, let's rotate, find the little loop that we're going to want to put our house in later, and let's make another house. So again, let's make a triangle by folding backwards. folding forwards, making our little house, then cutting it, making our house, squashing it in half, opening it back up again, and once again taking this little loop and pulling it on down through. Sometimes you need to adjust it a little just to make sure, because it doesn't want to pull through nicely. That's because I didn't cut these very well. See? Another little triangle. Now again, we're going to do this another time. So this time we're going to lift up these little flaps as we go along. And we're going to make our house. We're going to go back, making a triangle, forward, making a triangle, have a nice little roof on our house, fold the house in half, and once again tucking this down so it pulls to a nice point. So again, we're going to rotate, and we're going to do this little house another time. Fold back to make a triangle, fold forward to make a triangle, squish your house in half. Once again, pull up, go through that little hole. So let's take a look at what we have thus far. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 outside points. So what we can do now is we could either finish this side of the star, or we could turn it over and keep doing these points. I'm going to turn it over and keep doing these points because I like to finish one step completely before moving on. So it's going to turn it over. And again, this is going to look awfully familiar. You have this little loop that you can stick something through. Now you just need your little house. So again, we're going to fold backwards, pull forwards, pull through, and rotate. Fold backwards, fold forwards, and pull through. And again, don't be afraid to finesse things a little bit. If you rip the paper, you can always tape it. And once again, make that little house top. Fold backwards, fold forwards, and pull on through. And let's do the last one, the last step, number 8. Fold backwards, fold forwards, and finally take this and pull it on through. Now, let's step back and take a look at this. How does this look? Look, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little points around the edge. Now what we have to do is we have to make these center points. We don't want to leave these things hanging here. So what we're going to do is, I like to do this, rotating in some sort of fashion. You can do it in either direction, but just choose one and go with it. So I take this top one, and again, so if you find one of these little things and make it so it's pointing up. So all you're going to do here, you're going to do the same thing 8 times, is you're going to fold it down, make a triangle, coming out from the middle. So again, you're going to fold it down, make a triangle coming out from the middle, and then you're going to take this loop and you're going to wrap it around and down. So again, we're going to do this 8 times, and then you're going to pull it all the way through. What this does is make an upright little point. So again, see this? We've already started. So we're going to fold it down, make a triangle, so point this out from the center. Then we're going to take this, tuck it under, pull it through. So again, find one of these pointing up, fold it down, make a triangle, tuck it under, pull it through. Finally, fold it down. Make a triangle. Tuck it under. Oh, this one didn't want to tuck under. Sometimes you gotta wiggle it in. And pull it through. There we go. So now we're gonna fold it, we're gonna turn it over and do the same thing. Again, down, triangle, pull it through. Down, triangle, pull it through. Down, triangle, pull it through, and then down, triangle, pull it through. Now, sometimes you have to adjust these, but basically, this is it. This is your little triangle, and you just chop off these ends, and you're done, and you have your finished star.